Well, hey there folks, Alan from airgunsworld.com again. I'm going to do a pellet comparison test with my Benjamin Marauder 25 caliber. I'll be using the Benjamin pellets against the JSB Exact Kings. That is the contest, right? Why do I have the air arms here? Well, because I wanted to let you know, if you buy the JSB Exacts and they're out of stock, this is the ones you should get. They're made at the same factory, just a slight difference in mold, just a slight difference. They both weigh the exact same, both made by JSB. So if air arms are out, buy the JSBs. If JSBs are out, buy these. If they're both out, I would recommend the Benjamins. These are really good pellets. Now these are about 4 grains heavier than the JSBs. But the test we're going to do right now today is these two pellets at 75 yards, slight crosswind coming this way. I got a camera set up down there. You can see the hillside. That's where I'll be shooting. I did a few tests already to make sure we're all dialed in. So we're gonna do the test here in a second. Like I said, JSBs versus the Benjamins. See how it goes. Be back in a sec. All right, here we go with the test. First up is the JSB pellets. I don't know if you can hear the wind on the microphone. I got a pretty good microphone right there. Waiting for a second for the wind to die down, but I go ahead and shoot. It's part of the test. The wind. JSBs first. 75 yards. Starting to group pretty good. Semi-rested position. We're gonna do 8 shots each pellet. That was shot 6. Out a little bit. Last shot for JSBs. Whoa! What happened there? All right. So we'll take a break here. I'll put the Benjamins in. What I'm doing, I was pumping the gun up to 3,200 psi. It usually shoots down after 8 shots to about 28. So to make it even, I'm going to go back up to 32 with 8 more shots for the Benjamins. All right, so we'll be back in after we do all that. All right, so it's time for the Benjamin. Just want to show you the crosswind here. Pretty strong. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. It's kind of actually shooting downstream, down this way too. Kind of cross this way. Anyway, it's time for the Benjamin shooting. About 1.5 inches over because the wind is pushing it. Oh, wind pushed it about 3 inches. It is hitting 3.5 mil dots though, by the way. JSBs are hitting 3, so it's a little heavier pellets dropping a little more. Got to compensate for that. Here we go, no wind. Where that hit. God, I'm still pushing the wind. 4.67. Oh, that was off the paper. I pulled it. There we go. So it looks like, from my previous testing and other guns with Benjamins versus JSB, it looks like 7 out of 10 Benjamins usually hit the mark. 9 out of 10 JSBs hit the mark. We'll go down here and get a conclusion on what happened. Be back in a sec. Alright, so here's the target. You already saw it on the camera number 2. So here's the JSB. The wind is pushing it. So I was aiming 3 mil dots right here. And here's the main group. There's 7 shots right there. That would have killed a squirrel any time, any day. This was the 8th shot. I don't know what happened here. It was either me or the wind. Couldn't have been me, right? Yeah. Alright, here's the Benjamins. Got 7 shots right here. There's 2 shots right there. That's when I said hole and hole. Pretty close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8 shot was over here. So the wind was definitely pushing. I was aiming right here with the Benjamins, 3.5 mil dots. That was the first shot there. So as far as which pellet wins, the JSBs are definitely a tighter group at 75 yards in the wind. I thought that Benjamins would buck the wind a little more, but they didn't. So the Benjamins are a very good pellet, though. Very good pellet. The JSBs are the best pellets. So as I was saying it by the truck, usually 9 out of 10 JSBs you shoot are going to be on target. 7 out of 10 Benjamins are going to be pretty on target. Now that would have been a kill. If I was aiming right here, I would have killed the squirrel probably 7 out of 10 shots at 75 yards in a lot of wind and semi-rested position. The JSB is probably 9 out of 10 shots. I'd have killed that squirrel or killed whatever. There you go, folks. Sure do love shooting out here in Southern California. All right, signing out. Take care.